Okay, so these are a couple examples involving the product rule and the quotient rule. So here we have a product. So this would be a good chance to use the product rule. So we have two functions. 4 plus x will be our f function, and 3 plus x squared will be our g function. Okay? So the product rule says f prime times g times f times g prime is what the product rule says. So we need to figure out what f prime and g prime are. Okay? In order to do these, we have to use the power rule. So here we have 4 plus x. Okay? So the derivative of 4 plus x, I'm going to write that, derivative of 4 plus x is 1. Okay? Where did I get that from, you ask? Well, x, the power of x is 1. The power of, x is 1, so I bring that out front. X to the first, I bring that out front, and I have 1 times x to the 0. Anything to the 0 power is 1, so you just have 1 times 1 is 1. And then you also have a constant 4. The derivative of any constant is 0. So I just kind of simplified things, and I said instead of saying 0 plus 1, I just wrote 1. Okay, so that's the derivative of 4 plus x. It would just be 1. Now let's look at the derivative of 3 plus x squared. Okay, so d dx of 3 plus x squared, okay, that is going to be, again, we have the constant, so we have 0 plus, we have to use the power rule, derivative of x squared would be 2x, so you have 2x. So we know that f equals 4 plus x, g equals 3 plus x squared, f prime equals 1, and g prime equals 2x. So now we just put it into the formula. So we have f prime times g, so we could say 1 times 3 plus x squared, okay, or just 3 plus x squared, same thing, plus, like that over here a little bit, get it right, 3 plus x squared, okay, plus f times g, so I'm running out of room there, so 4 plus x times 3 plus x squared, and that is your derivative. So, oops, I'm sorry, that's your derivative. 4 plus x times 2x. I thought that looked a little weird. So then that would be your derivative. You can simplify it if you want, but it's really not of that much importance to simplify. So now let's look at this one with the quotient rule. F and g. Okay, so your top function is your f, your bottom function is your g. So we have that quotient rule now. We have low d high, so f prime g minus high d low over the square of the bottom. Square of the bottom, there you go. Okay, so we have the same functions as we did from the top, so let's just use what we've got up here, okay, instead of having to rewrite it all. So we know f prime is 1 times g is 3 plus x squared. Okay, and then we have f, but this time it's going to have a minus sign in there. Okay, f times g prime, so 4 plus x times 2x, all divided by the square of g, so g is 3 plus x squared, so 3 plus x squared squared, and there is your derivative. So those are your two derivatives. So good examples of using the product and the quotient rule.